Hello, we are back.
I'm assuming that we want this to be like a bigger image than what we'd actually see on screen, right?
Yeah. Do you need to know like how many pixels the level like this is going to
Sure,
be on
that
the
would be
screen?
helpful. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good question actually. Um, hmm. Let me see. Let's just check Reddit. So, pixel art resolution now and working. Okay. So they're using 16 by 16 tiles, but that's for a pixel art game. Ours isn't pixel art.
Yeah.
Hmm. Multiples of 8, powers of 2 or better. Do do do. Hmm. Would it just be like, what kind of monitor do we expect people to have?
I don't
Or
know.
should it just be the dimensions that like a 1080p monitor would be? 1080p is like good, but not 4K, right?
Yeah.
So to me, that would make sense. But then I think I can also just change it in the engine. I can't change the ratio, but I can stretch it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would make it look worse or make it smaller. But and then we would be. It wouldn't necessarily. If I'm just compressing, like making everything smaller, it's like a needlessly large image file. I guess is the only
Mhm.
concern.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I mean, they're only 2D. Oh, I will make them animated though. Like I'm gonna do animated backgrounds.
Okay. Oh, and another question for the. I guess you're just doing backgrounds now, but for the levels themselves. Um, we watched that video on YouTube about having no slopes.
No slopes.
Is that how we want to do things?
It does seem like it takes out a lot of complexity, which would be good for us.
Honestly, I don't know if Godot just handles some of that by itself. The guy said it didn't in the video, so
Maybe we
I
should look
believe him.
into it more.
We could look into it. I also think that even without everything he said, I don't know if slopes really add that much to our game. Right?
Yeah.
And like Hollow Knight doesn't have slopes.
Yeah.
Maybe like if we're building levels and we're like, dang, it would be really nice to have a slope, then we could try putting them in. But I'd
Yeah.
never even noticed that there's no slopes in Hollow Knight.
Did I not save
So
it?
I don't. It doesn't bother me really.
Hang on. Where the heck is... Did I save that art? Did I send it to myself?
So I'm gonna tell our Discord that we went live.
Okay.
Although I'm pretty sure people who actually care just have Twitch notifications turned on. Maybe that's not true. I think I was looking at the stats, and sometimes people join from outside, like not from the notification. So that's good.
There we go. This is the image I want, but I need to copy and paste it. I'm gonna send it to myself on Discord.
So that.
And
Man, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do this thing that I just found out I can do, which is I can create a palette from an image. Wait, why? Is it this one? This one's it. Yes. Okay. This is our palette. Okay. Did you get the size for me?
Oh. Sorry, I accidentally muted everything.
Oh, okay.
What did you say?
Did you get the size for me
Oh,
for the background? Or is it just 1080 by something?
everyone on Reddit seemed to be like, whatever. Multiples of, or like powers of 2, which I think 1080 is. I think yeah, just the screen size is fine, right? Because you play in full screen.
Yeah, but we will be running across this, so we want this to be bigger.
Oh yeah. So like 1080 is, it depends on the shape of your level. So what I would say for level 1, it'll be pretty simple. What if it was, oh, the other thing though, this is like the back layer of Parallax, right?
I'm going to be making this into multiple layers.
There's gonna be multiple layers, right?
Yeah.
But which one are you? Well, I guess you're asking this. They'll be the same size. But what I was saying was, the back layer can just like, repeat.
Yeah.
Maybe. So if it was like
Maybe.
a 1080 screen, and then I just repeat that in the background, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff in front of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just try it and then we'll learn as we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, let's just do one screen worth, and then see if we actually need more. Oh, I wonder. Are you gonna split this up into 3? Like clouds in the back, and then a hill with a tree, and then... Yeah, I'll let you do it.
How am I gonna split this up? I'm gonna split this up into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh yeah, and we kind of do need multiple screens, or the parallax doesn't make sense, right? Because like, you have to walk where the first layer is one whole screen, and then the background's moving slower or faster.
I'm just gonna give you a really rough one and then we can see how it goes, okay?
Yep. And I'll just use multiple ones to see how it looks, and then if we need to make, like, the front layer maybe needs to be longer, but the front layer might be, we might need the actual level design to do that. So I'll make like a flat level to walk through just so we can test out the parallax. Okay. So I'm just reading about parallax here. There's a scroll scale property that just makes it so the camera scrolls different for different layers. Oh, if it scrolls faster, the object appears closer. So in the background, it scrolls slower. Yeah, makes sense. Forest, hills, lower clouds, higher clouds, and sky. Interesting. So the sky moves way slower than the hills, which moves slower than the clouds. Oh no. Forest moves the fastest. Hills. Oh, and the different clouds can move differently too. That's kind of a nice touch. 2 layers of clouds.
Oh, that is cool.
Some of them seem like they're even like further out in the distance. I like that. Ooh, yeah. That does look really good. This reminds me of like the Pokemon intros. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen with you on Discord. Let me do that. Okay, and then there's an infinite repeat. So I guess to do the infinite repeat though, the sides need to be like continuous, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or do they? Oh no, it doesn't, because it just goes to the end and then it goes. Alright, so when it switches over. Okay, yeah. So like if you have a cloud that's like on the edge of the screen, I do this with my camera. If my fist is a cloud,
Yeah.
then if we repeat it, like there'll be a line where it's like a brand new picture and it's like obvious. But if the image is like repeatable. Oh, like the example you're drawing. Let's just see what it looks like and then we can branch out.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So the infinite repeat effect's easiest to work with when you have an image designed to repeat seamlessly and is the same size or larger than your viewport before setting the repeat size. If you aren't able to obtain assets that are designed for this task, there are some other things you can do to better prepare your image in regards to size. Here's an example of a texture that's too small for its viewport. Okay, so we want it to be at least as big as the viewport, and it's supposed to be repeatable, which means
It's supposed to be repeatable, but does it have to be?
so if we want to use this infinite repeat, it does. We could just draw it out so that it's the same size as the entire level,
Yeah.
which is like a lot more work. Or we could do
Is
something
it
in between.
possible to have like if this is unique but only for like this section and then it splits into repeating again?
Can you explain that more? Because I didn't catch it.
Okay. What I mean is let's say there's a big field and that is repeatable and then you want a tree to show up, but the tree isn't repeated all the time.
Okay. I imagine that's possible. I don't know if it hasn't been described here yet.
Okay.
So we would just need one field without a tree, and maybe one with a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. So then it gives it an index. Repeats texture 2D each of this node's children and offsets them by a value. Oh, okay, never mind. When scrolling, the node's position loops, giving the illusion of infinite scroll background if the values are larger than the screen size. I wonder if we might be able to script it in where it's like, okay, put a tree in here on frame 10. I think it's probably possible, but maybe for our first round of implementation, it'll just be easier to do something that's repeatable.
That makes sense.
I'll keep reading the documentation though. Okay, so you can make it larger if your art's too small, if it doesn't have to be pixel perfect, or if you care about it being blurry. We don't want ours blurry. So I think, yeah, size of a screen is probably the best way to go. And then you can scale the nodes to be large enough. Okay. Texture, repeat, different ways to repeat things. Okay. Don't center to 0, 0. The infinite repeat effect has issues if you do that. Only partially repeats. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Scroll offset. Okay. If you want to start in a different spot. Oh, we're not gonna have split screen for our game, eh?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You need like a background, like this. Or can you just like set a background color in the project?
So, the furthest back parallax image, my understanding, doesn't have holes in it, right?
No.
So our background would just be that back image, right? Or is that wrong? Is the back image just like clouds and we'll have a background color?
I think the back image should be the sky, because the sky we might want different colors between levels. I'm just gonna send this. I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, so I think that makes sense. Is that the sky?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna also send you just like a sun.
Okay.
And back clouds. And front
Do they not
clouds.
have? Okay.
We have back.
Use over. Parallax duty is experimental, might change in the future, but still the recommendation. Okay. Okay. Let's add it to our game. So we will go to our prototype level. Or should we make a new scene? Yeah, let's do a background test scene. New scene. Duty scene, call it parallax scene. And we've got some level prototyping.
Okie dokie. I am uploading them to a folder I called field, and I think I spelled field wrong.
You could have just spelled it different. Maybe you meant the like magnetic field of the world.
Is that spelled different than like a field of grass?
Is it not?
I don't know. Hang on.
So I thought that you just switched the I and the E and you have a different. I'm thinking of plane, and it's not switching the I and the E. It's PLANE versus PLAIN.
Okay. Cool.
Wow. Okay. I'm really glad we're recording this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can show doctors later in life and be like, no.
It's not dementia. I had it when I was 30.
Not dementia.
31. I had it actually when I was much younger. I just was in denial.
Yeah.
DENAIL.
Like my
I
ears,
spelt it wrong on purpose.
by the way.
Huh?
Like my bear ears.
Oh, hell yeah, I did. Did you just put those on, or were you wearing
No,
them
I
the whole
had
time?
them on the whole time.
That's cool. You got that at a bear's birthday party?
I did.
That's pretty
Do
cool.
a bear's birthday party on a mountain. Pretty cool.
I don't think I'm gonna go there now. I'm pretty sure that there's God damn it. I'm not gonna go to the grouse grind
Yeah.
because I didn't know there was legit grizzly bears just there.
Yeah,
that
there's
live there.
bears. Oh, they're
That's
in a,
crazy.
you know, they're in a sanctuary. They're like in an enclosure.
Exactly. What happens when they get out? Right?
Okay.
I don't know. Drive. I just gotta go download those images.
Okay. When you're coming home, I don't know when.
Oh.
We'll be together then, Dad.
Oh. If we pull up our Google Drive.
Yeah.
Let's put the statement of registration in a different folder.
Okay.
I don't think you can see it on my screen. Yeah, maybe you could. I'll do that. So it's got some shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then don't open that one on stream. Discord has this streamer mode where it doesn't show all your personal information. Google Drive should do the same thing. Or I should just stop sharing my screen when I'm in the Google Drive. That might be better. I think I've seen other game devs who just shared the Godot screen and then just describe what they're doing. Maybe I'll do that from now on. Okay, so we have our juicer game. And we have, did you say UI elements? Where did you put the levels?
In environment.
Oh, of course. Okay, yeah, let's just download that. Extract that. All right, so now, oh, I want to put that in level prototyping actually. I think. Yeah. So we've got a bunch of images. All right. So Parallax 2D is the name of the node. And let's go back here. This tutorial doesn't really tell you how to use it. I wish it would just be like add these nodes and then let's go. But it doesn't. So I need to find where do you put the So I add sprites to it. Doesn't have it. Doesn't tell me. Visibility, visible, ordering maybe. Texture, I bet this is it. No? Process. Okay. Maybe someone else made a tutorial. It's supposed to be an all-in-one replacement. So it is a new node. Feature parity with the old system with some new goodies. It's like it's experimental in 4.3. I want to use this. Look how good that looks.
How good? What looks? What?
Just the example in this one. Looks cool. Bogusly. Hmm. Now they're talking about, okay, this is just a blog. Has some lighting. Store can need to be the same scan layer. Hmm. Placing parallax in a canvas layer will produce the zoom. Really? No one's explaining how to use it. So you can use it. You can still use the old one. I think there's more info about that. I don't want to. It says using the old parallax background. Maybe I should just use the old one. Because, like, do I still need the parallax layer? Definitely. What's this one gonna use? 3.2, yeah, it'll be the old one. Is there any new comments here? No purrs. Maybe I missed something in the actual documentation. You doing more idle animations?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Am I just brain dead here? Why can't I? It doesn't tell you how to use it. I don't even know where to put images. Okay, let's go to the actual Parallax 2D. Properties, scroll, viewport. Yeah, there's no image. Alright, let's just start doing shit then. Fucking... Is it a texture 2D? Or... Image? What the heck? I'm thinking of texture buttons. Just a sprite, maybe. It's a piece of that. Boom. And then it said not to center it at 0, 0. Right there.
So, based on the palette of that one picture that we like, you know, this palette.
Yeah?
It seems to me like our chess pieces will be changing color to something like this.
They're gonna be bluish?
They're gonna be, yeah, they're gonna be more cyan-y.
Okay.
That one's that one. Yeah, that one's that one. Something like that.
Okay. So when you do this, will it all be the same shade on the entire piece? And then
yeah, and then we might do normal maps, I guess, for the shading.
yeah. So
the
if that's the case, does it make sense to not have color in the animations and then I'll just add
Yeah,
the engine?
probably. We probably want to do a test with that eventually.
Yeah. Because that way we can change anytime, we can change all of them just in code. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like don't change any, like the color at, like this color even won't be in the animation, it'll just be in.
It should all just be white.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Let me double check that you can do that. I think you could, because we did that in Unity for the Dragon's Tail game, right?
I think so. I don't remember. It's a while ago.
Yeah, you can set a modulated color. So yeah, if it's just grayscale, which I think would allow for shading.
Oops. I think it'd have to be gray, right?
Yeah. Well, what would gray do? Gray would make it like it would just look shadowy, right?
Well, I don't think you can add a shade to like white because there isn't, like, it would just be like white still.
When you're talking about normal mapping it, or
normal mapping's just to do with like the shadows affected by lighting.
Okay. It's not.
I thought you were talking about the color of the character, like blue and stuff.
Right. So I give it this modulate property, just sets a color.
Hmm.
If the original one is gray, it'll just look darker
Uh-huh.
than the actual color I set, right?
Yeah.
So does grayscale make sense, or does just like white, pure white make sense?
I do feel like we're talking about two different things, though. I don't think that normal maps and then changing the color of the character encode is
Right. So I brought up normal maps because I was confused before, but that's not what we're talking about now.
okay. In
So
which
to
case,
start over,
yeah,
we're talking about changing the color of our pieces.
yeah.
And I'm thinking we can set that in the engine.
Ah,
So does that mean that the art before it goes into the engine should just be completely white with just lines? You don't have to color at all.
possibly.
Or should it be gray? People are saying grayscale online, but I think that's because they want to put shadows in
Mm-hmm.
without normal maps. So if it's just white, then I can modulate it to set it to whatever color we want, and then eventually we'll get shadows in with normal maps.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So we can just see how that works with if one
Okay.
of the animations you send me is just white.
I probably need to look into stuff like that and how other people do it. But yes,
Okay, then
like
that
art-wise.
go ahead and do that then. Maybe we shouldn't do it that way. Because I was just thinking, if you don't like coloring and we have to color every single thing that we've made, it might be possible to just set it to white.
Yeah.
But maybe that's not what we want. Well, the other thing is, all of our pieces are just one color. That's the difference, right? If we had a goblin that had brown boots and a green skin and a gray shirt, then we couldn't just do this. But if we only have one color per piece,
Yeah.
per player, then I can set in the engine. Otherwise, we shouldn't even consider it.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, it's up to you how you want to do it because.
There was something about chroma something. People like don't just use like gray, they use like different colorations and that gives them more control or it looks better. I
Okay.
need to look up some stuff.
Yep. Feel free to do whatever research you want. This is just my suggestion, and we'll make it work however you think is best. Or if you want to experiment with different things. And no hurry too, because I'm still doing the parallax stuff. Or attempting to. So I really want this to be full screen. Why is that? Why did I make that? That's the respawner script. Just shouldn't need that. But it should need one. That we will do full screen.
Yeah, it is.
This is the wrong scene. Can I change the default scene? It's kind of what I want to do.
Okay, hue shifting is what I was looking for. So you want black and white, but then they do also sometimes put grays in there for shadowing within the image. If you want like you know, there to always be a shadow there. But then there's something called hue shifting, which sounds complicated.
Doesn't that just mean if you pick a color that if you try to change it in the engine, there's certain colors you can't do? Hue shifting is when you not only make a color lighter or darker when picking your shades, but also shift the hue. Darker colors towards colder blue, lighter towards warmer yellow. I don't understand what that is.
So when she was making these sprites for these faces, she said that she didn't actually, this gray isn't a true gray, it's like a blue, it's like a shade of blue, so that it turns towards a more cold color than the rest of them. So like in here it barely makes a difference really, but apparently it's a thing. I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Okay. Well, I don't get it, so you can. Sorry, I'm fixing my.
It's okay.
Unplugged my webcam. Apparently freezes it permanently, I guess.
Oh. Regardless, you're correct. It's white and black, and then some other stuff that we don't really need to worry about too much.
Okay. There we go, we're back. The shading would just be if that's how you wanted to do shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just thinking that sometimes you have shadows that aren't really meant to be like there's shadows that you could always just sort of have there, like if like this shadow here.
Yeah, I think that's fine because you already have shadows. We don't have to remove them. And that way it'll look better until we get the, especially since we don't have normal maps yet, right?
Yes. Okay, cool.
Where did Parallax scene get? It's right there. Why can't I get out of full screen? Damn it. Close. Can I do windowed mode and full screen? Window mode maximize is probably what I want. Okay. Oh, you know what I keep on forgetting to do?
What?
Stream avatars.
Oh, yeah.
Just turn that back on. Because we set that all up yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We got stream avatars. Nice. I think there's a way to set that to automatically hook up. I should set it to launch. Basically, anytime I turn the computer on. Okay, so I think the first thing is we're starting too close to the bottom of this scene, maybe? Let's... I guess start in the middle. Right here. Oh, or actually, let's keep it the same. I think it's just our repeating that we need. Can you repeat horizontally? I think we need to go back to the documentation. Oh, we don't want it to repeat horizontally. Yeah, let's just start from further from the bottom. Maybe here. And our respawner, we can move it up a little bit. Yeah. Why is the... Oh. Alright, so that's like too high, but how far down? And it's kind of problematic. Let's go read about the viewport. Poor sizing is what we're doing. Infinite repeat works if it's designed to repeat seamlessly, blah, blah, blah. Make the viewport smaller. Simplest way is to make the viewport the same size or smaller than your textures. Length and width to match your background. Okay. So right now it's not like that. Our background is 2732 by 2048. Is it? RGB 8. Okay, so it's not 2080. That's okay. I guess we'll see what it looks like. Project settings, Windows. Oh, what? The width and height is not even close. Oh, wait a minute. Main window mode. Maximize. The viewport. Let's copy this somewhere. I just think I'm gonna wreck it. I don't think it'll work. Because I want the viewport to be the same size as the image, but right now the viewport's too big, and I'll be making it bigger. 2732 2048. That seems way ridiculous. Oh, you can refresh to put it back to normal. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's see what that does. Or is it because the camera's on the player now? I think that has something to do with it. Yeah, that's just way too big. What if I hide the player's camera? And we use the regular camera, like the default one. Will that perfectly fit on the new background? It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Okay. So I guess once you get to the side of the level, or the top, the camera should stop shifting up. Because that's part of our issue right now. How do I set those boundaries though? Let's see if anyone has thought of this. or phrase it the way I'm doing it. Squeegee stop camera on edge of level. Limit left, right, up, down properties. Okay. So 0 is the top. So let's go to our camera. And we will have a limit. So the top limit is 0 and the left limit is 0. So that should shift it all down at least. So that it's on our background. It worked for the top, basically. But not the right. So is that not 0? First of all, this thing needs to be higher up. And then let's just look at this thing. So it's this line. This is apparently negative 420. Why? That's so arbitrary. 425. Weird. Partially worked. Yeah, so I can walk this way. Alright. It's not working because the left edge. Why was it negative before? It's x at, it should be 0. So now it is. Oh, but is it the pawn? Because it's a child of the pawn. Left. Is the pawn in the middle though? We have transfer. Here it is. Zero, zero. Okay. No, we could move it just off, like way off. And then since it's repeating, it actually won't cause an issue. So that's 0. The negative number wasn't good. What if I gave it 300? can put a wall there. The camera doesn't follow it. That's good. Then the camera starts following when we go this way. Okay, so our parallax needs some repeating, which should be the same size as the sprite. Let's double check what the repeat size is. Pictures repeat vertically, then the Y value. Oh, okay. Repeat times automatically adds a repeat above and below as well. Okay, so I guess it's not really saying, but it probably means 2732. And it should be the X. Yeah. And repeat times could be 10. That one. And then the scroll scale is 1 for this one. But so the stuff closest to you should be bigger number. So that's our background. So it should be 0.1. Wow, this is our background, but it's... I have a question.
Yep.
So in our field,
Yes.
this picture on my screen, which layer is this? So it's like the furthest in the back?
Like just the plain orange one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the farthest back.
And then, is this a hill?
That's the cloud. That's another cloud.
Okay. And then the colors of these, I'm supposed to keep the same? Or do I modify them in engine?
I mean, you can modify them if you want, but I was just gonna keep them the same just for this test.
Oh, we're just testing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a test.
Of course. That makes sense. Okay, so the clouds go in front of the
Hill.
They're like the second
In the tree.
front of the hill in the tree.
No, sorry, behind.
Right. So it's good. And the sun,
Goes behind the clouds.
right. It's repeating. I'll put the sun last because I don't think it should be on every.
Oh, yeah.
It should probably just, it's the furthest away actually. So even though it's on top of the sky, well, the sky doesn't matter because it doesn't actually move. But the clouds move, and then the sun just moves the slowest so that, and it shouldn't repeat. Okay. So I think I make more parallaxes.
Yeah, sorry, I did not. I lied. I capped. And I said there was only 4.
I don't know. 4 layers? That's good.
Yeah.
The more layers, the better. It's just I just need to understand. Wait. Oh, these are 2 clouds?
There are 2 clouds. You mentioned something about having multiple clouds moving at different speeds.
Yeah. Which one do you want to be in front or moving? Yeah, which one's closest?
You can decide.
All right, we'll just play around with different things.
Yeah. Also, Also, I am exporting the pawn idol with just white and black and a
Okay.
little bit of shading, just for testy.
Okay. I'll put him in the game
Sure.
and give him a color, I guess. Cool. Can I do this first?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm telling you I'm importing stuff, I'm not telling you to do it right away. I just want to.
What is happening? Oh boy. You know what? When I accidentally, my headphones just mute everything. And I'm curious if you get muted. Oh, I actually didn't hear you say that. What did you say? Can you say something? Did your mic turn off? Hmm. I'll turn you back on in Discord. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, Streamlabs just died for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I can quit and join back up again.
Nope, it won't help. And when this happens, the only thing that helps is me closing Streamlabs, and I have to end stream to do that.
Wow. That
So,
sucks.
I mean, all of our many viewers will lose track of the stream. No, it's okay. Why can't I change the volume of the call when
You
it's
can't
not
do that when
a
it's
group
not a
call?
group. It sort of sucks.
Yeah, I think you're loud enough. I can hear you.
Okay.
Maybe I'll turn the music down a little bit. I noticed though when I was listening to last stream, the music was like almost not even audible.
Oh.
Which, you know, depending on what kind of vibe we're going for, it's really quiet if there's no music.
Yep.
So this sprite, I guess, can have the sun.
Full your screen for a little bit though. I'm gonna go grab some food. Also, I don't know what else I'm gonna do today because that was all I had planned.
Okay.
There's the
Yeah, I'll
Queen
switch to my
Idol.
screen.
Did I export the Queen Idol? I think I did. No. Let's see here.
Wait, should I
Yep.
move the parallax or the sprite? I think I should move the parallax. Hold on. Right on the edge. And then, yeah, so the sun's kind of in a funny spot. I'm leaving it for now. And then we add another, so no zooming if it's on a canvas item. Someone wrote canvas layer. So I think maybe they should all go on the canvas layer. That help anything? Oh, and then should it be the canvas layer that is moved? I think so. So No, not the sprite. Why am I moving the sprite? Move the canvas layer. Oh, I can't move a canvas layer? Okay. Can I move the parallaxes? Okay, and then, why is that being moved? Oh, this should be easier. It is. Yep, fuck these guys. Let's delete both of them. We'll just restart because it's doing some crazy stuff. And then this should go above here because it's in the background. Add parallax. 2D, and we will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Duplicate. Control D. 2. Is it lagging or is it not duplicating? Control D doesn't work. Or was I type? Oh, it does. Okay. And then each one needs a sprite. 2D. And each one. So we drag this in. Oh, this looks so good.
It looks good.
Well, it's not completely done, but yeah, it's awesome. Let's move all the parallaxes to where they're supposed to be. It's perfectly lined up. And why is everything behind it? Be in front of it. Phase. Oh, it doesn't make a difference. Is it because it's on a canvas? Does it have like a... Or does it have to be... It's a Z index? Is that a thing? canvas layer, -1. Screen with the points can be at layer 1. So we were close. There we go. Just gotta go smaller. And then, alright, let's just see what this looks like. Alright, the camera's in the right spot. I think it's a bad place for us to be walking on. Let's do our tile maps. Let's actually move that there. I don't think that makes a difference.
Is it possible to have that foreground bit in front of the character? Actually, both of the foregrounds. I sort of imagined the character running like behind the grass. Like the grass covers the feet of the character a little bit.
Okay. Both of them, sorry. So
First two layers are in front of the character.
this image and this image is in front of the character?
Yeah.
And okay. This one takes up half the screen. Almost.
I just imagined that the character being like pretty far in the background at that point.
Oh,
like,
so are they really small?
yeah. Like I imagine this like scene being like the camera pulled out, but I don't even know if we could like do that.
Yeah, but is that? I mean, that might. I was thinking how big the character should be. Is that how it should always be?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we could experiment with
Maybe.
different ways of doing
Maybe
that.
they should be small. I mean, like if you look at Jump King, they're pretty small on screen compared to.
Yeah, our levels can be bigger without the camera moving. I like it. Okay. Okay, so then I kind of want. I think I need a different canvas layer. So let's do background. And then we'll have a foreground. And then these two parallaxes get put in foreground. And that's in front of our character. So our board tiles, which is way too big, here. And then spawner was fine, but I think yeah, we'll change the size of our player later.
Yeah.
Maybe a little lower.
A little lower?
Should the player be lower? Is that good?
I feel like that's okay.
Cool. I'm just thinking like you drew the ground in and I have this like tile here that I don't know if that should be visible.
Oh, it's fine. This is just a test.
I don't know. But I care. Still. What if it was here? Okay, and then we need to change all these parallaxes to have different scroll scales. So this one doesn't matter because it's just solid color. This one, I want to show which image it is. Oh, it's the sun. The sun we can't see because it's behind a cloud.
Yeah.
But it should be the slowest moving one because it's the furthest away. So let's give this parallax 0.1 scroll scale. And I guess Y, okay, this is the same. And then this is our first cloud. So let's say this cloud is further away than the other cloud. Let's do 0.3.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to give me numbers.
No, that's fine.
And then 0.5 for our close cloud. And then our... Wait, that's the close cloud? Do I have two clouds? Do. Delete that one. Oh, 0.3. 0.5. And then this parallax is for the tree. So I guess 0.6. And then our foreground should move the fastest. So it'll be 0.7 and 0.9, I think. Or maybe 0.8. Let's try 0.9. And then other things we need for these parallaxes is repeat. So let's repeat this main background 5 times initially, and the repeat size should be the size of our texture. 2732. And we're only gonna do X. And then our sun doesn't repeat. Since we repeat the other one 10 times and it scrolls 10 times slower, the sun should just follow us, I think. The clouds should also repeat. Let's give the rest of them 10 repeats. And it'll always be, oh shoot. $27.32, same number. So I already see something, but we'll. Yeah, I want to see what it'll look like. So when the camera moves,
Whoa, that is trippy, dude.
oh, okay. Settle down.
That was great. Good job.
Thank you.
That's good.
All right, so let's make it so we can walk further. I think it goes that way. So I think I have a theory.
Okay. Let me hear it.
So the ones that are moving slower don't need to repeat as often.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it automatically calculate when to repeat it then? Because like if it's moving twice as fast, then it needs twice as fast as the camera, then it needs to be it should just repeat when it's off the screen, right? Or no, it doesn't have to. Okay, let's just look at the behavior. Let's just fix one at a time. So we want the one, like the top layer, the grass with the swords.
Yeah.
We want that one. We can't even see that one. Oh, I accidentally hit it. We want that one moving the fastest.
Yeah.
So that one needs to repeat a lot.
Yeah.
Because it'll get off screen all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see how we're dealing with that. So right now, the front layer's barely moving.
Yeah, it needs to move a lot
Do
faster.
I have this? I have this all backwards, eh? The clouds are moving fast. Okay, was the documentation lying or did I just read it wrong? It's probably not lying. So the forests are 0.7. Hails are 0.5. Lower clouds 0.3, 0.2 for higher clouds. Oh. And the sky's 0.1. Huh. That's backwards though, right?
It's like the documentation's wrong?
I think so.
Maybe.
So, or am I changing the wrong numbers? Scroll scale. Oh, it's X and Y. They shouldn't be linked together. So their X is 0.1 for the sky and 0.2 for the higher clouds. The higher clouds are moving slower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's actually see what does the engine say. Multiplier to the final parallax 2D offset can be used to simulate distance. So one's the same speed as the camera. A value greater than one scrolls faster, making objects appear closer.
Okay.
And then what was I doing? So I have 0.6 for the tree. And
I think the tree should be 1.
Oh, I have 1 for the... Wait. 0.1 for the clouds.
Maybe 0.9.
The tree should be 1?
I think the tree should be 0.9.
But it's not working because...
Yeah.
Look. It's not working the way it says. So scroll scale is 0.7. So I have 0.9 for the front one. Oh, and that does move the same as the camera. Which is just really... It doesn't move with the camera. Wait, let's set this to 1. Okay.
Yeah.
And then... So the sword should move with the camera. Oh, it does.
Yeah.
But if it's closer than the camera, then it should be a higher number.
Yeah. Be like 1.25 or something.
Yeah. And then the next layer should
I sort of
be
feel like the cloud should be even slower than they are.
way slower, yeah.
Yeah.
So then let's make the tree a 1. And then so this is the first cloud. Oh, it's 0.5. Let's make it 0.2. And then that's the second cloud can be 0.1. And then the sun should be super far, so 0.05. And then let's put this just 0.05 also. And I think the repeats messed up.
Huh. Why is the cloud so fast?
It's moving that way. Oh wait, 1 is as fast as the... Oh, it's not down to 0. We want it close to 1. Wait.
What?
So I think it is different than the documentation. So it says scroll scale multiplier on... So a value of 1's same speed as the camera, a value greater than 1's faster, and then less than 1 scrolls slower. Oh, 0 stops it completely. I feel like 1 actually stops it completely.
Basically, yeah. Because it just scrolls.
Or wait. It looks like it's going fast because it's stopped. So it is at 0 would stop it, which means it's going fast the wrong way. It's not. It's stopped from the, not stopped from the perspective of the camera. So we want it less than 1 but close to 1.
Okay.
If we don't want it to move fast, right?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, or just pretending. So
No,
if we do 0.95,
so.
huh?
I think so.
So let's just change. Oh, that's the sun. So this we had 0.1. Let's do actually 0.9.
Maybe set the sun to 0. Just to see what that does.
I think it'll just be left behind, but we can't see it anyway because there's a cloud in front of it.
Well, if it gets out from behind the cloud, you can see it.
Yeah, you're right. And then this is 0.2, but I think we actually wanted 0.8. And this one is 1, which I think is fine. Okay. So as we walk, boy, the sun's going that way.
Oh, interesting.
And
why is the sun going that way?
But the clouds are going that way too. It's not what I expected.
Yeah, that is weird.
What the hell?
Oh, it's gone. Bye-bye.
So we do want them moving, but we want them moving back. We want everything moving backwards, right? But just...
Yeah.
slower. So I think it's wrong. So I think everything should be over 1.
Okay.
So, okay, so the camera's going at 1. And we want other things to be moving the same direction but slower, which will make it look like it's going back. So we still want a higher... no, it's just below 1. It's a multiplier. What the hell? Do we want it? I think we want numbers over 1, and the slower we want it closer to 1. Because
Okay.
because right now the tree is 1.
Um.
And the tree not moving at all? Yeah, the tree doesn't move at all.
Yeah, and that should definitely be moving more.
Do we want it to move at all?
I
Sorry,
think
the
we
tree is
do.
moving with the camera perfectly, right?
Yeah. It feels like it should be going more than. Well, yeah, it feels like it should be going more than that.
Okay. So if we want it moving faster than the camera,
Or maybe it's just a walk cycle. Let's look. No. Ignore me. I don't. I got bad brain today.
I think this is just a weird situation. Let's look at other games. Gree was good.
Yeah, what do they got going on?
So they're walking. Why is it so hard to tell what's happening?
Like the platform that you're on, you don't want it to follow the camera, right?
At all, yeah.
Because then it looks like you're just not moving.
Yeah.
So it's really stuff in the background that you want to follow the same camera speed, but like not even like barely.
So the things, they're going the same direction as the camera, but they're going slower.
Yeah.
Is what's happening. In ours, when we have under 1, it's going
The opposite way.
So here, are any of our images the platform we're walking on? I don't think so, right?
No.
It's just so let's make this thing we're walking on visible. So I'll put it in front on top of the foreground. So this part won't move. And I think being able to see it's ugly, but being able to see it'll help us understand what's happening.
Okay.
Exactly where do I want to put it? Maybe this high? And then I do think that all of the backgrounds are like... Oh, that should be visible now. Okay. I think this should just be sideways more. Oh, it automatically shifts with it. Okay. So I have the repeat settings that I need to update. Actually, let's make this higher. Higher. Okay. Just so we can see what's happening and the respawn point. Probably lift it up. Or put it here so that we can start walking right away.
Mm.
Okay, so what I was thinking was scroll scale. If it's greater than 1, it seems closer. Less than 1 scrolls slower. That's not, I don't think that's true.
What if we set the clouds to 1 and the foreground to 3 and the tree to 2? Or not the tree. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Tree to 2.
Sorry, what should I make the clouds?
1.
Okay.
And then the grass up front should be like 3.
Yeah. And the other grass will be like that, maybe 1.5.
Okay.
And then I think that's better.
Is there like, because I feel like the grass the foreground grass seems to be moving at the same rate as the platform you're walking on. And I feel like the front grass should be faster than it.
Okay, and the second layer of grass should be going the same rate.
Yeah, so the front grass is like set to 3. So basically, if you want it to walk at the same pace as your ground plane, it needs to be like 3.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the tree should be like 2. The lighter grass should be 3, and then the foreground grass with the sword should be like 4.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
Yeah, now we're cooking.
Okay. So the sun's moving really quick.
Oh, the sun's moving the wrong way. What's the sun set to?
The sun is set to 0.
Oh.
We want it closer to 1. We probably want it to be 1. We don't really want it to move, right?
Yeah. And then I guess the clouds are set to 1 right now, right? Maybe they should be like 1.1 or something like that.
And then the other one will be 1.2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this should be... This could be 0 too. That's just the sky.
Maybe 1.
Oh, the sky should be 1. You're right. Moves with the camera.
Yeah, because 0 is gonna make it fly ahead.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like it's the same as the documentation at all.
No. Documentation's... Well, they said it's experimental, so it'll change.
Yeah, that feels right. That feels good.
Mm-hmm. The only thing is... okay. So right under... So the second layer of grass?
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to explain when I was saying it needs to be loopable. So your first layer of grass with the swords, I think, is loopable.
It's loopy.
Oh, I can see right here. This is where it's looping.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look bad because it looks like another piece of grass, almost.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's a flat edge. So
Yeah.
I think to make it loopable, the edges need to line up, right? So like here, this would have to be the same height as this.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's much more obvious with the clouds.
Yeah, the clouds are super obvious. I'll need to make like a really, I guess the clouds shouldn't move very much.
No,
But...
so that I think I can fix with, like if we want the clouds to be the same shape. Okay. We could make it so that the clouds just never get off screen. So let me try to understand. They're going 1.1, which means that we can go 10 of the... no. I don't know how the math works out because they changed it without changing the documentation. But like if we can keep these on the screen the whole time, I think I need to make the viewport smaller. Right? Or the cameras. Where's our camera? We have a custom camera. What if we zoom the camera in more?
We could do that. Or we could scale the background to be bigger. That
stretches it, right? Would it get blurry?
Well, what if I just created the image of the background to be bigger in the first place? Because I'm going to redo this background 100%.
Yeah, we can do that too. Let's try it like this.
Oh, look how big he is.
It zoomed, but like it didn't really affect the background. Just made the pond bigger. The rest is the same.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Doesn't really do what we want. Viewport height. What if I just change this? What if we go back to how it was? It didn't seem to change anything. Is it because it's a canvas parent?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe the canvas has a setting on it. Let's check that. If this doesn't change anything. Yeah, that didn't change anything. So our canvases have follow viewport, maybe? What does that do? Or is that just gonna ruin the parallax? We'll see. It's just the clouds that are on there.
Whoa, speedy.
Okay, yeah, it's because it's following the viewport. It ruins the parallax. What if... I think we need a canvas to do the layer. So we can't remove that. Let's look up zoom into canvas.
What if I just gave you like a huge file?
You could just make it really big.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then how big would it need to be? I think at this point, because I just want the camera to, or like the clouds, basically specifically for the clouds level.
Yeah.
We want it to shift a little bit, but not very much.
Yeah.
So like one scene of clouds would be... Is it not moving at all now? Wait, the clouds aren't moving.
One of them is.
Oh, it is. But yeah, we would just want them to be like, once you're at the other end of the scene, it's shifted all the way. Like once you're at the end of the level. But it should never have to overlap because it's shifting so slow, and there's more of it on that side. Does that make sense?
There's more of it on what side? To the right?
Like off camera, there's a little bit more. Like right now, the end of your cloud picture is on screen. But I would want the cloud image to keep going off camera.
Yeah.
for like a few inches at least, and then
Yeah.
we shift the camera so slowly that we never get to the end. We never have to overlap it. That way they don't have to be loopable.
Yeah.
They're just a bit longer than the camera.
Yeah. I mean, we can make them loopable and, especially if like the cloud ends, they technically are loopable. If there's like nothing touching the edge.
Oh, smart. Yes, that's awesome. Just having two identical clouds on the screen at the same time, to me, makes it looks worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Makes sense.
Oh, this is interesting though.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, never mind.
I got a call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's funny. I don't normally get scam calls from local numbers.
Oh. Interesting. So that's pretty good progress so far.
Yeah, good.
I'm trying to think of like if you have horizontal or vertical levels
Yeah.
where you can go down, or if you have like a platform you can climb.
Probably want tileable backgrounds, right?
Well, they are already based. Well,
Like upwards as well.
because right now they have yeah, they'd be tileable. Or I guess you don't want it to follow the camera at all when you go up and down, right?
These ones? Yeah.
And then if you do go up, there's just a different tile at the top, like a different background.
Oh.
Like it can't repeat itself vertically.
Well,
Because
not
there's
the
ground. There's not going to be
one.
another
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, I would switch to a
Oh.
different ground plane, but the background probably, like the clouds and the sun.
Yeah, the clouds
Probably.
could repeat. That's true. I don't know how realistic that would look because it's different kinds of clouds and different heights, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so would it just follow you? Maybe going vertical just follows the camera. What happens if we try to climb?
Because wouldn't you want, if you're becoming above the clouds, you would want the clouds to go sort of below you.
Oh, it depends how high you go, I guess. But if it's just a regular level, you're not like climbing a tower, you're just... I guess we will eventually. What happens when we climb? Does it follow you? Oh, I set it so that there's a top of this level.
Oh, I see.
So I guess this is kind of what we'd like to have. Just less. You wouldn't make the level that high. Okay. Interesting.
Do you think that because like our gameplay has verticality, obviously, we mentioned that we wanted the first, like the tutorial basically to be like out, like in your own village. You fight the pawns there, basically. Or like in another village that you travel to. and then you so like is there verticality in these like villages? So like you start in your village, you go to another village which is like up a hill, and then you fight the pawns, and then you go up to like the castle which is on top of like a mountain, and then you climb up the tower of the castles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess, so you're saying that affects the use of parallax a lot?
I was just wondering if that was our plan, because I was like, when I picture like I have to go to a castle, I'm not picturing like going up a mountain.
Mm.
Probably because from Manitoba and it's flat as hell there.
I guess, yeah, but like the castle's usually built at least on a hill, right? It's a good way to fortify it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
protection.
I just want to know for like environment art, like what I was doing, what was I envisioning, and like story wise. But
oh yeah.
for parallax stuff, like can we not, have how do these levels even work? Do we have like a background for the whole game? Is the whole game in one level, or do we have like levels that we load into?
I thought we had levels we'd load into, so we can do it differently for each level.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the parallax can be different.
Yeah.
Because that's a good way to have like variety.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Wondering why one of the clouds is going the wrong way. What did I mess up? This is 1.2, this is 1. Oh, it's not going the wrong way, it's just following the... So this one should just be 1.1. Right? I don't know, I think this looks really good, even though it's a little rough around the edges.
Yeah. I think it's a great test.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot.
I think our player character should be smaller, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I just scale him down?
Yes.
Scale's 1. There. Scale is... Oh, scale's already 0.3. What if I do 0.1? Maybe a little baby.
Did I just animate them like in a smaller PNG? Like, should I give you just smaller images?
Maybe.
Because it feels like I'm just making them needlessly big.
Well, does it look worse when it gets scaled down? Or do we have more detail? Does it look better?
It might have more detail, but it might be like, I don't know if performance-wise, I'm just like fucking over the game performance without like actually having any benefits, because like if I drew to scale that we actually have them in the game, like it's gonna be equal quality than if I give you like a really big image and then we scale it down.
Right. So this is 10 times smaller.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like a lot of work. Do you have to redo everything you've done?
Well, I was gonna redo everything anyway because they're just first pass stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so this is 0.1 scale.
Okay.
So
But then, I guess that what is a lot of work is that I would need to get everything to you at a new scale. Because
mhm.
we can't just be like, okay, from here on forward, I'll give you them at smaller.
Wait, you said you're redoing everything though.
Yeah, but like not. I was gonna like be like from now on, which moving forward, I would redo
Oh,
like the
okay.
run cycle and stuff, and like polish it up. But I wasn't planning on doing everything clean up right away.
I
So
see.
yeah,
So we'll have some stuff that's 10 times smaller and some that's not. Um,
I could put it on like the Favre board to just, or not the Favre, the Trello board. Like my one task could be to just like scale down everything.
um, okay. That's a lot though to do
Yeah,
at once. Here's what I think we should do. Um, would it make sense to just do it per character? Because I'm setting the scale per character.
sure.
So you don't have to redo everything for. And is scaling it down redrawing everything?
No.
It's just making the images smaller.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so that's okay. Or it's still a lot of work, but doing it per character is okay too.
Yeah.
So I'll just for now I'll scale down. Is this a good size? Do you think?
I think pretty good. Maybe a little bigger. But it does look good at that scale.
What if I do 0.2? Or is that twice as big? Because having more room for the platforms. Oh, that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
0.1.
5. Wait, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, that's good.
No, it's not a lot bigger.
I think that looks pretty good though. Like as far as like character size for the screen.
Yeah, because then I can make the platform smaller too,
Yeah.
and we can fit more platforms on a screen.
Mhm.
But this is like we don't want to change this again.
Yeah. What's 1.25 look like?
1.25. That'll be a small change.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
1.5 you mean? Oh, sorry. 2.5.
Yeah.
1.2 was already too big. Do you
Right,
mean
1.15.
1.15?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, was that the right thing? Oh, yeah, it was okay. That's 1.15.
This size.
Hmm?
I like this size.
Okay.
Now I wonder how big I actually need to make this. If I'm exporting images,
So it's 15% of what you currently have.
and the canvas, it's currently 2048 pixels squared.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What?
I'm wondering if we want a power of 2, but what did you say it was 2048?
Yeah.
Times 0.15. 307.2.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if we want a multiple of, or a power at 2. Close to 207.
Round to, oh, 207?
Or 307.
Oh, I see.
I could do this in my head. Oh. What if we did a little tiny bit smaller? 256.
I feel like that'd be quite a bit smaller, wouldn't it?
Compared to 307?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. One more. Do it again.
Well, I mean, power 2 would be 512.
Oh,
It's
okay.
quite a bit
Yeah.
bigger.
Okay.
I don't know if
So-
powers of 2s would actually matter.
We can do two. What was it? 257?
256.
256?
Can you just give me one single frame that's that size?
Sure.
So I can put it in the game? And make
Let
sure
me-
that it's the right size.
Let me just get you the pawn. I'll do like one pawn run frame.
Yeah, one from the idol would be perfect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. You said run. But that's fine. I'll set it to the idol so that... do you want me to show your screen?
Sure. Oh, actually, don't.
Ah. Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, my iPad got disconnected, so I need to reconnect it.
Okay.
Come on, do it.
So if I put this back to 1. And then... Oh, and also all the buttons are going to be... Like the buttons we were using to switch jumps.
Yeah.
They're also big.
Duh.
Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I'll grab a snack. Okay.
Did you actually share my screen though? Oh, you didn't. Akatako. Okay. I'm doing stuff, but you guys can't see it. That's fine. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Canvas is gonna be 256. That was it. I think it was 256. Oh, it's still okay. Cancel. It's still too big. It's so tiny now.
I should have shared your screen before walking away.
That's all right.
Oh, and I'll put the rest of the walk cycle in. Oh, I guess there's no point right now. But you had the colorless walk cycle. I was thinking
Yeah,
I could
you know,
put that in.
I'm actually exporting that
Oh, okay.
at this scale. So
Oh, the exact same. Okay.
I'm actually sending you the whole animation. So, player pawn, idle, white, and I'm making another folder called mole. And I spelt it like that. So,
Mole?
small.
Small. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Wait,
confusing.
you're sharing the idle that's white?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Are you just
Now,
uploading it now or?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sharing. Okay. I'm uploading it now. Upload.
Oh, can I share your screen?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So as you can see here, it is in the player pawn folder. Player pawn, idle, small,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the small one.
Okay. Let me just find it. Animations, player pawn. Idle. Wait. Sorry. Player pawn, then what?
Player pawn, then idle,
Oh, sorry.
and small.
Okay. Sweet. Download.
And it looks like this. It's so tiny.
And then we can pick a color for it.
Yeah. If I send you a palette, can you use it?
Yep.
Okay. Like,
it should have like the dropper tool or whatever.
oh, okay. So I can like send you a screenshot or something?
Yeah.
Or you can screenshot this palette. Take one of these blues.
Mm-hmm. Rename it to idle. And then here we can that is baby, baby, baby.
It's a baby.
So this is supposed to be one scale now.
Mm-hmm.
And the animation is one scale, and this is one scale. Why is it so small?
Baby.
What? Why did it fall through?
I don't know.
Bro, its hitbox is so big. It was.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Oh, because the everything else here is. So like all the buttons are still gonna be huge.
Yeah. That's fine for now.
Yeah. This is actually what we want. Okay. Okay, so that looks good, but it switches to the big ones every time you do anything.
That's so funny.
Okay, but we can pick a color. Did you send me something?
Oh, I was wondering if you can just screenshot it from.
Oh, like from here, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
I think we should try out a few of them.
Okay, hold on. I gotta
I think
find.
dark cyan probably.
Oh, let me double check something. I just need to figure out the property.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. I don't want it to change colors. Let's just look at these, because it said you can change sprites,
Yeah.
and I assumed that you could change animated sprite colors. Modulate, yeah. Okay. Did you say cyan?
Cyan. Dark cyan.
Dark cyan.
Oh, you can color pick just from my screen. Heck yeah.
Like, that's from Streamlabs, yeah.
Maybe try dark cyan blue?
Okay.
Or maybe this is good?
Well, I
don't
want
know
to
if
see
you
what it
guys
looks
can-
like on the background that you picked.
Aw, cute.
Yeah. Dark cyan blue, you think?
I mean, maybe the dark cyan's fine. That's sort of cute. I sort of like that.
And then this is what I was talking about, where if it already has a color,
Yeah.
then it's not really the color you picked that gets picked.
Yeah.
Let's go closer to the tree. It's nice. In the reference photo, wasn't it like a brighter bluish though? Like just regular cyan maybe? Or like
Oh, you mean
like the cyan on the left. I'll just try.
like this one?
We can switch it back.
Well, the chess piece itself is darker.
Oh, true.
So if we're looking at the chess piece, it's actually sort of like
What if
a pretty dark blue cyan. Like
or
this one.
is it cyan blue? Or dark cyan blue? Okay.
We can
what
try
if
it. These.
Because this is closer to the black pieces. It's more obvious you're playing as the black pieces.
Which one's this one? The dark cyan blue?
Yeah, it's the bottom right one.
Oh, the bottom right. It's more grayish though.
It is more grayish.
I don't really like that it's gray.
Okay. What about cyan blue?
Which one's that one?
Just on top of that one.
Oh, that one's still grayish.
Yeah, I just want to try it.
Okay.
And then I think I got another one that I want to try.
You know,
That's
you
less
could
gray.
color pick straight from the image also.
Oh, yeah, but it's got so much shading, it'd be hard to pick something.
Yeah.
I think you're right. 2 grays, not so good.
How about bottom left?
Bottom left. Okay. It's very blue. To me that's very, very blue.
Yeah, but we'll have shadow.
True. Let me go stand by the tree. Is that still too dark though?
Maybe dark cyan was good.
Like the
Unless
middle
you
dark
wanna-
cyan?
Yeah.
Or wait. What if we go really bright?
Okay. Let's try it.
Just the pure cyan. Wait. Is that
It's very cyan.
too light? Or maybe the one beside it. Give me a couple more tries after this. Okay, so this pops a lot.
Popping off.
Like there's way more contrast here, which I do kind of like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you're kind
Well,
of the
there's
white piece.
contrast. There's a lot of contrast because I have it on like a monochromatic orange background.
That's
But what
I'm
if we
saying.
also want the blue in the background, like in the image?
Oh, true. So do we want a slightly darker one?
I think so. I think we might actually want to do the dark cyan blue. Like the
Dark
bottom middle.
cyan blue. Oh, there's a
Or
Sleepy
the
Goose
bottom
Games
left.
is in front of me. The stream
Oh,
avatar.
bottom left maybe?
I'm gonna have to kill him.
I thought you couldn't kill yourself.
I can drop bombs on him and make him move.
Oh, good.
Get out of here. Doing something.
Whoa, they fell upside down.
So you're saying dark cyan blue is this one?
Hey, you won the jump catch game? What is that?
I don't know. Maybe I caught a bunch of bombs. That's what it looks like.
You won 5 from catching these hands.
Nice. Oh, that's really dark.
It is very dark. Maybe bottom left.
I don't remember what I said about that one.
What you said about the bottom left?
Did we like it?
I think you said it was blue. It's very blue. Before. But I sort of like that as blue.
It's not too blue to me.
This one's not bad. I wonder if it's too dark though.
I think so. Can we just do regular? Let me try. I don't think we tried this one yet. This cyan blue.
Oh, we did. We tried that one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one?
Okay.
We did an even brighter one before. Is this too bright?
Pretty bright, but I sort of like it, you know?
You're saying what if we use blue in the background?
Yeah, I'm sort of
we can
saying
test that with a cloud. Let's
Yeah.
change one of these clouds.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Or like the background, like the
this
big sky.
cloud.
Oh.
Oh, the big sky.
No.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's smart, actually. The sky is. Was it? Wait, what was it in here? Oh, visibility. So let's take that from the image.
Okay.
Is that? Oh, that's not exactly representative.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to be messed up by the yellowishness of the...
Oh, let's just use the cayenne from the color scheme. Wait. No, that's not really. Oh, it didn't change. It did. I want a brighter one. Why isn't it changing?
Because the background image isn't white. It has yellow in it.
Okay. Oh, you're right.
So, yeah.
It's good enough for now, I guess. Maybe.
Sure. I guess maybe the clouds would have been better. Because I think the clouds are closer to white than the sky is. Maybe try, change the cloud to the blue.
Maybe the tall cloud. And then here. That's still a little hard to get the exact right one. I think if we take it from here, though. No?
That's because the cloud also isn't perfectly white.
Okay. But I mean, it does show the contrast. So I guess, should the clouds be perfectly white so that we can color them whatever we want?
Yeah. They can be.
Hmm. Should we be darker? And then we have to think about what the enemies will look like.
Yeah.
The enemies are white. Are the white
Maybe
pieces?
it's. Yeah. But they'll probably be similar to the, the chess piece in here. It's got like some yellow, some
True,
orangey.
yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Our background's got a lot of orange in it right now.
Yeah, because I took it from the color palette.
Okay.
Maybe I like the cyan. It makes our character really, like the black outline, really pop. Because if we have like a too dark of a color for the character, then their eyes won't be super noticeable.
And I think that dark levels will be problematic. It'd be harder to see your character.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, what color should enemies be? Because right now we only have like cyan and orange. Do we need a third color for enemies? Or backgrounds?
So we're using a complementary color palette, which is 2 colors.
Oh, okay. So, well, then my question is, we want the enemies to look a lot different than us. But we don't want them to blend into the background.
That's true.
So we need a contrast from the background, and we want the enemies to also contrast from the background.
Yeah, which might be why we have aggressive line art. Like really thick lines on our characters. But also there's a lot of stuff you can get with shading.
Okay. So I guess we'll just see how the enemies start to look.
Yeah.
In the future. Sweet.
I think we can do a lot with the color palette with just 2 colors, actually. But you're right. Contrast is important that we need to pay attention to. But I sort of do like the simplicity of the color palette because it sort of feels like chess. Just 2 colors.
I do like that too, yeah. I like how in Gree it starts off with 2 colors and then you add more. But the theme is sort of like waking up from depression. I don't think that fits our theme.
Yeah.
But it was useful in Gree. The game gets more and more colorful, which is interesting. Yeah. Okay. How about though? Like we'll have different environments, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna switch to castle.
Yeah.
Like village. We're like in the plains, and then we have villages, and then we have castles. So my question is, are we using the same 2 colors for all of them? Or can we switch colors?
I sort of wanted to keep the same color palette for the whole game, but now I'm thinking that we'll make it visually maybe boring.
I just think different areas in the game should have contrast from each other.
Yeah.
Right? There's a sense of progress when you're like in a new place. Right?
Okay, but let me ask you this. Will it just be a different complementary color scheme? And will our player character change color depending on the environment that they're in?
Maybe. Or if we stay with our original color, does that destroy the complementary color scheme we're going with? Or
if we add more colors, like if we added like purple, that's not a complementary color palette anymore.
Like what if the environment's based on 2 complementary colors, but we're a third color that is kind of out of place?
I I mean, yeah, that does mess up with the color palette,
So,
but
but
it'd be contrasting.
the reason though is, could that be a cool symbolic thing, or will it just look like shit?
Probably both.
Okay, because it'd be interesting if um if our character was red here. Wow. I don't want to change our character's color too much, but what I was thinking, keep the character's color the same, and then pick two contrasting colors that complement each other for the environment.
You know what we could do? Currently with the cyan and the yellow, I was sort of going for orange, but it could be yellow. Cyan, yellow, and then magenta is a primary color palette.
Magenta's actually red.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for explaining.
Sure.
Oh, it would still be complementary?
It'd be more like pink. You know, magenta's pink, but I'm talking about like the primary colors when you're talking about light is cyan and yellow and magenta.
Oh.
So if we wanted to add a third color, we could add that and have like a primary color palette. But I don't know about it. You looking up color theory?
Well,
you want to add more colors? We can add more colors.
No, I'm not sure. I just want to brainstorm it. I just don't know what color the enemy would be if we only have two colors. And then if we add more, I'm trying to think of... Oh, you know what? Yeah, and then the second thing was, I want a way to visually make the different levels distinct. They could be the same colors, but like maybe it's at night in one level.
Uh-huh.
I'm just wondering if that's enough, or there's like glowing things in the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do we make it?
Well, we can have a more diverse. Like, look, this color palette's nice, and it's like pretty. It's got a lot of colors.
It is nice.
But then, like, this is like the Firewatch color palette, which is a great game. Which they don't just use these colors, but
it is kind of two colors, just different shades.
I sort of like simple color palettes, but we don't need to stick with that if we want to have more freedom.
Wow, you're an artistic director. You get to...
Like, we could add purple and red. Like blue, purple, red, orange, yellow. That's not a bad color palette. But this isn't like cyan, you know? I want like a... I like blue and orange. But, blue, orange, red. This one's blue, orange, yellow.
Trying to look at other
Red,
game maps. See if there's different colors. Yeah, so this Ori and the Will-O-Wisp game
Yeah.
has like, you know, you're making progress because you go from the water level or like the blue level to the green level to the brown level, right?
Okay.
So is that important enough? Is my question.
Yeah, I mean, we can add colors to it, sort of like how they do in Gree. I need to make another color palette.
But I want it to mean something. I don't want to do it for no reason,
Mm-hmm.
right? So maybe it ties into the story.
Okay, well, we can think about it.
Yeah, yeah. Because I also, simplicity is important. We're two people, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, if most of our stuff is mono, like one color.
Yeah.
We can programmatically change the colors. So it's not like we have to go back and recolor everything,
Yeah, true.
right? It's more like, okay, we'll change the color in the engine.
Okay. Maybe it's just the environments then that have extra colors, because I do think it makes sense for the player and enemy characters to always sort of like, you know, be the same colors. But maybe the environment around them sort of has other colors, and maybe the symbolism in that is that these lands don't really belong to them.
Yeah. Because what's on my screen right now, I'm getting this vibe of like, it's a nice fall day or spring day. Grass is dead. Which I think, what's the emotion we're trying to get across at the beginning of the game? So in our story, your village has been decimated, right? You're sent out on a desperate mission to overthrow the people who are killing your, like, enslaving your family and friends, right? But it kind of looks like it's too relaxed for that. Is it?
You know, I was thinking about this a little bit when I was doing the reference gathering. I know you haven't watched Steven Universe, but Steven Universe is an emotionally tumultuous show that deals with a lot of really heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But then the way that it's portrayed, like the world around them is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like take away from the fact that the stuff happening in the world is like difficult. It's just like stuff is beautiful but also really hard.
And they use a lot of music too, though.
Yeah.
So that also illustrates what's happening. Okay.
Like there can also be like some dissonance in the fact that wow, the world is like really beautiful even though all this terrible stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's almost like the world doesn't really care what's going on with the little people of living in it.
That's interesting. Right, so like in the scene on my screen, yeah, it's a nice fall day, and there's just hints of humans affecting the environment, right? The swords in the grass. But there's not really. We're not talking about the effects of the environment yet, at least not on this level.
Yeah. I did wonder if maybe like before you, like if the world around should look like it's been like decimated by years and years of war.
Should it?
Oh, but we're also like dealing with war between these little creatures that use like swords and stuff. I guess some of them use magic, and one of them
Mhm.
uses a freaking sniper rifle. So why wouldn't there like be bombs and stuff?
Yeah. There could at least
Me-
be cannons.
Yeah. So maybe there's craters. I don't know. I sort of like the scene though. It's just really pretty.
It is. So I have a hard time imagining what the art could look like too, though. But like, so maybe we can use the same colors, and get a different message across. Because I think it would be really cool to have like, you know, when you go into the cathedral. Yeah, your picture there with the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess I don't know how you'd be coloring the, like any of the other pictures on your screen right now,
Yeah.
right? Because if it's the exact same colors that are on my screen, I don't know. I'm just curious if that would get repetitive.
Yeah. I think that you're right. I think we can add more colors. I'm okay adding like a purple and the red and the yellow.
Okay. So yeah, and again, I think if we just keep the art without color so that we can just set it in the engine.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Unless you have like something that needs to be multiple colors, then it doesn't really work,
Okay.
right?
I don't know if that's how it works. I think I saw someone setting up a character rig that had, you know, customizable like skin and hair and other things. But that seems more complicated.
It's you're right. Like we can do it that way too. But I'm just saying if your tree, for example, had a brown trunk.
Yeah.
And green leaves.
Yeah.
But you exported it as like grayscale,
Yeah.
and I was supposed to change that in the engine.
Uh-huh.
I can only change one, like add one color to it,
Yeah.
right? Or like if we wanted our pond to have red eyes, then this wouldn't work, right? So it only works if we're doing this really simply, right? Where everything's one color. Like each thing is only one color. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Oh, but we could mask it, I guess. I don't know how to do that. Which I can learn that. I didn't know if it was a thing.
It is apparently, but I don't know. This person sort of got.
Okay, that's homework for me then, if we need it for any of the characters.
Yeah, for now we don't need it.
I can look into
But-
it though. I should know how to do this. It seems like something that's pretty basic. Yeah, that's better too. Then we don't have a limitation of a single color. But so far, all of our characters are just one color, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm okay with that.
Aw, look at that picture with you and Benny. Or no, that was Angus.
That's Angus, yeah.
So cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Anything else? I'd say that that's a Dunsky. You did add parallax backgrounds in Godot.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
Boom. What I'm sort of done for the day, but do we want to decide on what we're gonna do next time?
good. If it's not too much work for you, getting at least for the pawn,
Yeah.
the smaller animations, and with the white.
Scale down pawn animations with
Sorry.
white.
That
color.
didn't seem to take too long.
No, that
today.
actually didn't take very long at all.
Okay, because if it's just long and boring, then we can break it up. But it would be nice to have at least for the pawn. Yeah, because everything's prototypes. We can use the old stuff for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But I want the pawn working, if we can,
Yeah.
and if it's not too much work.
No,
is
it's
there
not hard.
is there anything else that's like feels inspirational that like would actually be fun to work on?
Inspirational.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe more environment stuff would be good. I could
Okay.
like actually make tiling stuff that actually works for parallaxing.
If these could be like just tweaks so that they actually can repeat, that'd be cool.
Tiling backgrounds.
When you say tiling, you mean if it repeats and it like seamlessly,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have like a big line on the cloud. Yeah, I like that idea.
For field level.
Yeah, we can get this polished off.
I mean, this is just a concept. I don't even know if we want this in our game.
Oh,
Do we?
Sure. Or do we need to think about like our storyline and what the first level is gonna look like more?
Maybe we do. I wouldn't mind doing more concepts for other parts of the game, but maybe we should focus on early game.
Because we had a
Um,
document for that, right?
Yeah.
So we were making notes on. Let me find it.
On like the narrative flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do more concepts for early game.
We have story. So the only thing this doesn't show like a town. Would level 1 be like you're in the field and then you go into a town? Or would there be a town or not?
Maybe I imagined this is like leaving the town.
Okay,
Maybe there's
yeah.
like maybe you start in a town that's like been destroyed.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Should you talk to someone there? Is there someone who
Yeah.
survived with you?
Well, there should be a cinematic of like either like a mentor type person who's like dying right at the beginning, or like it could even be the king of your team to be like everything's destroyed. We need you to go help. Like as they're dying would actually,
Okay.
or maybe it's a knight. That's what I was saying, like a mentor figure could
Yeah.
be like, because we had talked about like earlier in development of like you have a knight who's there's like flashbacks to when you were training with people,
Yeah.
which would be cool.
I guess I'm gonna need concepts for enemy characters. Concept for enemy pawn boss. Bosses. There's multiple of them. Concept for NPC knight. Friend / mentor.
Man, we were joking about the pawns being phallic, and now they're just like the stream avatars are just like rubbing on my face.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it because I'm not homophobic or anything. But
You know what? That's very big of you.
thank you.
Very cool. Very cool.
Well,
Oh my goodness. Is there anything you want to aspire to next time we work on this?
oh, good question. Oh, can we get the buttons smaller too?
Yeah.
Because right now they look like this.
scale down buttons. You can't do that?
I can scale them down in engine, but it'd be the same. I don't know if we want them smaller,
Okay. I'll
right?
scale it down. I'm hungry.
Like,
Oh, and the
They're
goose
just
is
bigger
crying.
than they need to be.
Yeah. The goose is crying.
Okay. I actually don't know if it's different though, the way you're scaling it down versus me just changing the scale. And I guess the image size itself is smaller
Yeah.
if you do it. Okay.
I guess like the memory of the game, like the memory, like they have to load the big file to scale it down. It'd just be more efficient engine-wise to just have it be smaller.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
Kidoki.
You want to be done?
This guy wants us to be done. Look at him.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's okay.
Oh, good boy. Good job, bud. High five.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
in that case, yeah, we can wrap this up. Thank you, Candace, for
Oh, you're welcome.
being here. Thanks for all the work you did. I really like how this looks.
Thanks to you for all your work. You did good today.
Thank you. All right.
Mwah.
Wow.